Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV. So, you guys, episode 5 of Utando Nesembo season 7 is out here. Okay. It is out. We just watched the episode. But on this video, you guys, I want to focus on this scene where Ubabum Selegu finally hands over the cars that he has been talking about to Mpumelelo no Lwandle, who are his older sons, okay? Because he does have 3 boys. He has Mpumelelo, he has Lwandle. Mpumelelo is from Umayeni, he is the oldest, Kubafana. He has Lwandle from Umacele, and then he also has Umnini from Umayeni, you guys. And it's interesting because Mpumelelo is from wife number 2, but he is the oldest, whereas Lwandle is from wife number 1, but he is actually a second born Kubafana, but a third born when we are talking about all of the kids is Mselegu, because Usne is the firstborn, you guys. So today it was the day where Mselegu hands over the cars. Remember, in the was it the first or second episode, he had asked Uma Kumalo, can he take Imoto Kamakumalo to give to Lwandle? Because there are 2 Mercedes Benz that he wants to give to his kids. Okay, there is one car that belonged to him. It's an SUV, and then he wanted a second car that he can give to Lwandle, because I guess he's trying to make things equal between the 2 boys. So since he said that he couldn't afford to buy a new car, he asked if he could buy that car from Makomal. Okay, I honestly feel like it's just for the TV for him to say that he's going to buy the car. I think that honestly, he was just taking the car back from Umakumalo. People are saying that this car is the same car that was given to Umakumalo. Remember, in one season where I think it was like maybe season 2, where Umselegu decided that he was gifting all of his wives cars. You know, they are saying this car is the same car that was given to Umakumalo. But remember, Uguti Umakumalo, after all of them got those gifts from Umselegu, she went on to buy herself like 2 more cars. Those are the cars that we saw on social media. Okay, so after the messages that she got from Ubaba, she bought. We saw her buying another car and then another one for herself. Okay, so maybe Ubaba was feeling like Makumalo is not using this car even though it belonged to her. It still was weird, you guys, that Ubaba was making a decision to say that he was going to take the car back because the car was a gift to Makumalo. So it was that thing of, okay, just because Makumalo doesn't have a child to give a car to, what if Makumalo wanted to give the car to Mpilo, you know? But I kind of feel like Makumalo didn't have a choice. So it makes me feel like, I guess I'm telling you, when you've been given a gift, your gift still belongs to your husband because it still belongs to Musa. Otherwise, because otherwise she would have had a choice to say, no, this is my car, I don't want to give it away. I don't feel like she did have that choice. But Makumalo does have other cars, so I don't feel like it's going to be a struggle for her to move around just because they took this car from her. She does have other cars. So, of course, you guys, Umacele was not in agreement with Ubaba Mselegu. She says that those cars are too fancy and too big for the boys. He could get something simple for the boys to give to them. She just doesn't understand why they have to be given such fancy cars. I don't know, you guys, if it's an issue for Umacele that one of the cars, especially the car that will be given to Lwandle, comes from Umakumal. I don't know. She hasn't expressed that. I think what she has expressed is, why do they need, especially for Lwandle, why does he need to be given such a fancy car? So, but then Umselego moves ahead to give the card to Mpumelelo no Lwandle. Listen, you guys, I want to say this before I go to the scene, because I want to review the scene as a beautiful scene that it was. But I want to get past this issue for me, okay? It's always an issue for me how the girls are not treated the same as the boys. Gamselegu. I think that this scene, it was a beautiful scene, but I think it would be more beautiful if Mpumelelo no Lwandle were the only children who are adults, It would even feel better if they were the first. Maybe Bola was like the firstborn. There wasn't Usnei, and there wasn't the other girls. So it does feel weird for me that it's okay to all of us that the girls are treated differently from the same family. I can't imagine it, you guys. I would feel a way if my brother got when he reached a certain age, got a car from my parents that I never got, and they never even thought of giving me a car. So that part of it, you guys, is still weird for me that it seems like as society is acceptable, because you would hear people in the comment section and saying ukuthi phela olwandle benompumelelo are boys, so abakamseleku, if he gives the car to the girls bazogana, because that's all we could for ukugana vele samantombazane bazoya and then what. I just kind of feel like if you're going to give your children cars, then just give all of your kids cars when they reach a certain age, okay? Otherwise, don't do it. Or you can just give the cars and say this car is for the kids. So everybody that needs to use a car or needs to be driven around, this is for all of you. So the treatment of the special treatment to the boys for me doesn't sit well. So in this scene, you guys, well, Mselek is happy because of course he's going to do the thing that he wanted to do for a long time, which is give his sons the cars, and they were supposed to be driven to angazi phezulu noma isekhaya elikhulu yini, to where they were going to shoot this whole scene of the cars being given to the boy. So he gets there first. Both the cars are there. You guys, listen, the cars look good, you guys. They're not new cars. We know that the cars are not new, but especially the one that was Makumalo's car, it does look like it's a new car. Okay. And I did ask somebody because, guys, I don't know a lot about cars. Okay. And I was like, listen, which car would you prefer? Which car is better? Okay. Apparently, Makumalo's car is a newer model than the one that was given to Mpumelelo. Even though the one that was given to Mpumelelo is an SUV, it looks like the one that was given to Mpumelelo is older than the one that was given to Lwandle. However, they are both Mercedes. It's just different models of Mercedes. Okay. So, because the reason I was asking that, guys, was the reaction Kampumelelo. So they get there, and of course, Bamuselego is happy. And then he says, listen, this is what I want to do. I want to give you guys these cars. Okay. He goes ahead, gives the key to Mpumelelo and points at the car that is given to Mpumelelo, and then gives the key to Ulwandle and then points at the car that is given to Ulwandle. Okay. Excited. The boys are excited, but Lwandle more especially, you guys, is very excited. I don't know, you guys. This episode was an episode that I felt like, yeah, Ulwandle really is a sweet boy. He's very sweet. He's very humble, and they really do have different personalities with Mpumelelo, because Mpumelelo does have an ego about him, like khona nje lento yokuthi vele phela mina nguMpumelelo Mseleko, which Ulwandle doesn't have. He is very humble. Maxwell has done a very good job with that boy, like honestly, you guys. So he's the one that actually asked, after they got the keys, they're happy to get the key, they're excited. Mpumelelo, I have to say, you guys, he is not as excited as Ulwandle. I don't know if it's the matter of maybe he thought that he deserved the card that was given to Lwandle, or maybe he just, I don't know, you guys, or he was surprised by the fact that they are both getting the cars. Maybe he thought he was going to be the one that was going to get the car because he's the oldest. I don't know. There's something that was not really working out with Mpumelelo. He was happy, but not really. And also, there was a time where I picked up on the look that he was giving to Ulwandle when Ulwandle was like going towards the car and touching the car. I felt like, yes, they're both excited, but Ulwandle is really absolutely excited about the car. But Mpumelelo, it felt like a complaint etile, but he's not expressing it. Okay. Luanda was so excited, you guys, that he did this. He did the kneeling down to thank his father. He even asked his father, what did we do? What senzeni for us to be, getting cars? Okay, what did we do? And his father was like, no. Mseleko said that he wants to give away what he has worked hard for to his kids. That's the thing that also doesn't Yeah, he's worked hard, you guys, but it also doesn't make sense when it comes to the car that was taken from Makumalo. That thing is always going to be weird that you are given a gift and then at some point it's taken back to be given to someone else. It's like a regifting of the car. The only thing that makes me feel better is the fact that Makumalo does have other cars. So I guess she won't feel so bad about this car being taken away from her. But the fact that it was a gift and then it's being taken, so, but there is something about Mpumelelo. I did not feel like Mpumelelo is as excited as Ulwandle about the cars, you guys. I sensed just a little bit of jealousy there. Okay, maybe he wanted the car that Ulwandle got, but people were saying that actually his car is better than the car that Ulwandle got. For me, it's like it's big, nice cars that look new and it's Mercedes Benz. What else would you want at their age? Okay. Maybe they want like polos or something, you know. But Lwandle was like absolutely happy. He was kneeling like this to say thanks to his dad. I think the only reason Mpumelelo also went on his knees was because he saw his brother doing it, and it just didn't feel the same for both of them. They even did Musa no Lwandle even did a diary session together. He was still expressing how grateful he was. And then immediately after that, you guys, he does something that made me feel like, you know what, I love this kid. Like, I really like Kulwandle. I was like, I really like Kulwandle because he goes on to say, okay, because obviously they know the cars. These are cars that have been in the family. They know where each of the cars, each of the car, each of the cars, each of the, in case guys, they know where each car comes from. Okay. So he says to his dad, listen, I want to go to Umakumalo. Can I go to Makumalo to say thank you? Because I know this car came from her, you guys. I felt like I was like, I love Lwandle, you guys. Lwandle has to be my ultimate favorite when it comes to them Selego kids, you guys. And just the fact that that's one of the first things after he thanked his father, he was thinking, I need to go and say thank you to Makumalo, which is exactly what he does. He says, listen, I have to go and see Umakumalo. And then Mpumelelo decides ukuthi amphelezele to go speak to Umakumalo. I really feel like maybe Mpumelelo thought he was the one that was going to get the car that came from Umakumalo. Maybe because it looks as good as new. I don't know, you guys. So they go there and they find Umakumalo. She was coming from shopping, I guess, and then they get to speak to her. And this is where this scene takes place, you guys. The sweetest thing, I do feel like even though Makumalo doesn't have her own biological kids, Kamselego, but I do feel like in Kamselego, they love her just as they love their own biological moms. And I feel like they respect her just as much. It was great to see that scene between Makumalo, the exchange between Makumalo and Ulwandle. Ulwandle just saying thank you, because he just can't believe that they gave him this car, and but there was just something off about Mpumelelo. Yes, he was happy, but I just feel like no buts. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about. Like I say, you guys, this scene was beautiful. And it would have been even more beautiful if at the back of my mind I wasn't thinking about the fact that, oh wow, it's amazing how it's okay for boys to be treated like they're just like these special gifts compared to girls, and it's okay with all of us to just watch it on our TV screens and not question it. If it wasn't for that, you guys, this would have been such a perfect scene. And listen, you guys, Umselego is doing a lot in the production of this show, because I think every episode he has a plan on is going to take place that would get us talking about the show, and I think it's good for the show. I loved the scene. I don't even want to lie. The other scenes, you guys, I will talk about them in a different video, but for now, that's all that I wanted to talk about here. I will meet you in the comment section, you guys. Please be respectful in the comment section. Don't be saying people are stupid. Listen, I'm not one of those creators that are very professional in the comment section. So if you say someone is stupid in the comment section, I will say you are stupid yourself. Okay. If you swear at somebody in the comment section, I will swear back at you. That I'm that kind of a creator. Okay, we don't as Nesani over here. So be respectful with your comments so that we can be respectful back at you. And let's just have some fun in the comment section, guys. What did you think about that? Scene, and also which car do you think is better? Because for me, guys, a nice car is just a nice car. A Mercedes is a Mercedes. You know, I just would have been happy with either of the cars. And these boys are very young to be getting this car. So, which car do you think is better? And also, you guys, what do you think is Mpumelelo's issue really? Do you think that his issue is the fact that this car gift was done for both him and Lwandle, or do you think the issue is the car? Maybe he wanted the other car that was given to Lwandle because there was something off about, his reaction to it. But I loved Lwandle's reaction to him getting a car. It's exactly the reaction you want from a child when you give them such a big gift. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. By the way, I forgot to mention, he did say they must change the number plates because he does not want them to be in certain places and people are thinking that it's his wives. Anyway, so tell me what you think about the whole thing in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. And get it tanda. Cool.